Firstly, very grateful and happy to be with the national team at such a prestigious tournament. That's a good feeling. And we had two training sessions, and the feeling, the atmosphere, of course, it's very full of positive energy because we know what's ahead of us, especially when you've been part of the whole journey, the qualification and all, and when you finally arrive at the main stage. It's a feeling of a lot of pride and a desire to do something great. So I can sense that in the dressing room, I can sense that when we're eating food. So really good to be here, and let's see what lie ahead of us. I think it takes winning a lot of games, winning more than losing less. I remember at least when I made my debut, me, Gurpreet, Amrinder, of course Munibhai was there before only. Many of us around that time, 2013-14, when we came into the scene, Asia Cup was one of our biggest targets, to be regular at that. Of course, in the back of our mind, World Cup is the main dream, but I've said it many times. There are stages to that ultimate dream, and Asia Cup is one of them. So one of our targets was to be regular at Asia Cup. It shouldn't, what I dream of and what we're working towards is that in the next Asia Cup when we qualify, there shouldn't be much celebration. It should just feel like, oh yeah, we qualified. So that's the target, and that's what we set out to do 10 years ago. That we want to be in 2019, then we want to go in 2023, then 2027. So each 4 years, Asia Cup should be a norm for us, which sets us up perfectly for the World Cup, because there's each step to the ultimate dream, and I'm really happy. Sometimes when we talk among ourselves, the ones who were the national team for 2013-14, and that we have done really good. Of course, we need to do more better going ahead, but it feels good. 2 consecutive Asian Cups, to be in the elite group of Asia. And then when you achieve that, now you dream more, then you work more. So now we know what's our next dream, what's our next plan, and we're gonna work towards it with more intensity and more passion. Take your chances, I would say. Everyone talks about the Bahrain game, but I personally, and most of us who were in that tournament, we know the UAE game was the game changer. We had moments to kill that game, but we didn't take our chance, and then we gave away an easy goal. I think that was a turning point. So in these big tournaments, the margin for error is very, very less. Any small slip up here and there, whether it's going front or at the back, whether you take it or you miss it, it's gonna hurt you either way. Just take your chances, minimize your mistakes, and I think that was the biggest takeaway, I would say, from the 2019 one. But you mature as a player, you mature as a team, and I think that tournament really helped us get better. And what you've done post 2019 till 2023, I think our graph has always been on the uprise. So I feel it did help us a lot in a way, and just continue growing from each tournament, each game. But you always wanted this kind of atmosphere around you, at least for me. You want to be part of them big tournaments, and these big tournaments come with their own environment, and you want to be in that environment, you want to be in that atmosphere. I enjoy it personally, and I think every athlete, every teammate of my national team does enjoy it. It just makes you feel you're at an important place, and whatever you do from here will be remembered for many, many years. So as athletes, you want to be part of these tournaments, and you don't. Also, there's a thing when you are in that moment, when you're in that thing right now, you don't really get to feel it so much because you're in the zone, because your mind is completely focused on the game. But then when you look back, for example, when we were in 2019, a lot of things were the same, all that, the environment, but we were so focused in our games, we didn't feel it that much. What you guys see, like the media and everyone from outside. But when you come out from that tournament, then you realize, this was there, this was there. It's more later on you kind of realize it, because now it's just everything, the whole conversation, the whole thought process is just, we're just talking about them players whom we're going to play against, what's going to be our tactics, how we're going to do this. So you just do focus in the game, so you don't realize so much around you, but you do get a sense of it. And it makes you feel good, I think. Personally, yes. I've said this many times, the younger boys, they already have many games under their belt, 25, 30 probably, most of them. So they know the pressure of playing them big games. Even at the club level, many of them have played them big games. So, and what I felt when this batch came, I could sense it, that they were very level-headed. They had their maturity in the game and off the pitch as well. Their knowledge is so easily available, and they're very smart enough to attain the right knowledge, and that has helped them mature. So that makes our job easier, and they know the value of this tournament, so we don't have to tell them or emphasize about the importance of doing well in this tournament. So, and then you just, more than the words, what I've learned in my life is your actions. It's a very cliche kind of a thing, your action speaks louder than words. So just try to do and be as disciplined you can be, and then the juniors, they know what to pick up. So I think they have to be sorted that way. Well, everyone I've enjoyed playing. Of course, centre back is kind of a position you need to have that certain chemistry with your defensive partner. And I've been blessed enough and lucky enough to have played with really top players. When I came into the scene 2013, at that time Mangi Bhai was there, and Arnab Da was there, and Raju Bhai was there, and I was the fourth choice. And now Mangi Bhai is my coach in FC Goa. So yeah, then I made my debut, and Arnab Da came, I came, and then I played with Arnab Da, and then over the years I've been lucky enough to play with such top players, enjoy every game playing with them. And I adjust a little bit to their game, they adjust a little bit to my game, and it's just been good. I think, I don't know the stats, but I think we've done defensively decently well past 9-10 years. I just feel lucky, man, and thinking about them older days, it just makes you feel good. With so many battles you have gone through with so many different players, and I just enjoyed it. No, it needs no introduction. When we were kids, everyone used to say, I remember that story once, so I think this is 2013 or 14, I guess. I still hadn't made my debut for the national team, and I was room partner with Subrata Bhai, and we were in Goa. I don't know which game it was. And Mahesh Bhai came to me, because of course they were batchmates, and Subrata Bhai told, so I was there in his room. Mahesh Bhai came, and Subrata Bhai said, this is Sandesh Jhingan, he's going to be blah blah in the future, blah, blah. And then he told Mahesh Bhai, just give him blessings. I literally put my head like this, and he gave me blessings. So yeah, and fast forward 9-10 years, we got together. And that's the beauty of football. That's how it goes. And what he has done for the country is immense, and just great to have him all the time around. I think he should get a lot of credit. When people say, they're keeping clean sheets, they're doing so well in the qualifiers, Kuwait and all that thing, I think a lot of credit should go to him as well, because he spends a lot of time with us in training. I think if you have a big tournament and you expect an easy group, it doesn't make sense, because it's the elite of Asia. So you're bound to have a difficult group. It's not like, so, but that's what we expected, and I think that's the joy, and that's why you want to be in the big tournaments, because you play against the best of the best. So for me, and I think for us as a team, we kind of look forward to it with a lot of excitement, with a lot of passion and responsibility. It's a tough group, like all groups are tough. And that's why it's called the Asia Cup, And it's all about what you do now as a team, and that's what matters. And that's that, not overthinking about it too much, not looking way too much ahead in the future. I think that's pointless. What's in your nearest future and how you work towards it, I think that makes more sense and keeps you more closer to your goal. Because in the back of your mind, you know what's your dream, what's your plan. But at the nearest future, you just focus on that first game, the first half, the first 10 minutes. And even better than that is just focus on doing well in the training today and then tomorrow. Just preparation the right way, prepare the right way. And then eventually when the game comes, your body, your subconscious will know what to do. I think every part of the world where we will go, I think fans will support us. That's the trend, at least I have seen in my time in the national team since 2013-15. It shows the sports is growing. This game is growing in our country. People are loving it, what we are doing. People are noticing it. And I believe personally, wherever we will go from now and the past 5-10 years as well, we just as players cannot do it alone. Or whatever we have achieved till now, it's not just us the players. It's the fans as well, it's the media of the country, the broadcasters, the ones who are investors. Everyone has given their bit, and it's a very, I'm not just saying this for the words or just for the sake of it. It is, it was, and it will be a collective effort. So many years from now, going ahead in the future, when we will be there, where everybody dreams of us to be, no player, no coach, or no a single person or a single group can say, this is because of us. No, it's all because we all chipped in together when the hard times were there, and we stayed humble when the good times were there. So the growth of this country in footballing world will be a collective effort, and which is a collective effort. And thanks to the fans, they are a massive part of our uprise, and we continue to grow, we stay humble. And sky's the limit for us as a country. Firstly, to meet such a big legend of the game in itself is a blessing. One who has seen them biggest tournaments, and I got to know he went with 5 different countries. With 4 of them, I think he went to the round of 16, and with 1 he missed out. But that's immense. The first question he asked us. Firstly, he's so good in English, and the first thing he said, he doesn't speak good English. I mean, his English was top notch. Very humble guy, had a very good energy in him. But the first question when he asked us, so what's your dream? It's a small thing, he said. But just it's so powerful. So what's your dream? So he has said such words, certain phrases which does leave an impact on you. Maybe right at that moment when the conversation is happening, you don't feel it maybe. But the moment you step out and come back home and you think how your day went, how your training went, and then you think of the words he spoke, they have such massive weight in them. So to meet someone of his career and his caliber and what he has done, it was great to meet him, great to have a chat with him, and yeah, it's really good to be honest. You study the matches 2-3 times each game. I always feel whatever is happening right now, we are too much involved in that situation. So I always like to take a back seat and then look at the scenario, what happened, be it the game, the training, or anything in my life. There was a very fine phrase once I read, I don't know if I'll say it right way, but life is very dramatic when it's in a close shot, but life is funny and when it's in a long shot. So I stick to that a lot. Of course, I'm not perfect, and of course I end up not always following, but I think it's better to stay calm in the present situation than the longer camera. You know, when you don't put yourself in that situation and when you take it from a bigger picture, I think that makes every situation look very normal and you tend to find the best out of whatever happened.